Good morning. My name is Patrick Barbey. I'm managing Innovo, the innovation and investment agency of Canton de Vaud here in Switzerland. And in the name of Canton de Vaud and Innovo, I welcome you warmly to this place. We grow innovation, and some numbers show it. You see in this graph by deal room that Switzerland has one of the highest startups densities in Europe. We are in good company with Denmark, Sweden, only beaten by Israel or Ireland, for example. Another measure of that density is the number of unicorns, and you see that Switzerland has an interesting statistics there, only with Israel having more unicorns there. If we look at the VC investment in startups in the past years, you see this tremendous growth with last year a record amount of over 3 billion Swiss francs, that's about $3 billion, invested in startups. And in Vaud alone, just above 1 billion. So really an intensifying landscape of investment by venture capital firms. Success stories are very important, and one of them is about Sophia Genetics. You may have heard of them in the past years, editions of AMLD, an EPFL spin-off that's storing, analyzing DNA for patients in hundreds of hospitals in the world and using machine learning to extract insights about the causes, possible causes of cancer and other illnesses. And they went public last year, raising over 230 million on the Nasdaq. So this is also a signal of the growing activity of startups and scale-ups in the region. Why is that? One key factor is the outstanding network density in the region. Of course, there is EPFL, we are on its premises here. But there is University of Lausanne with many departments, and the University of Applied Sciences, HEIGVD also. But also in the direction of leadership and management, IMD is well respected, considered number one by many. And the CHUV University Hospital plays a key role in everything related to health and life sciences, one of the 10 or 12 best hospitals in the world. And I mentioned also École Hôtelière de Lausanne, even though at first you wouldn't know the connection with innovation, but more and more we see scale-ups and startups being successful because of the diversity of the team and having people with a technological background, complemented with people with a business background, and complemented with people with hospitality and knowing how to handle customers. That's the key to success in most of the scale-ups. So this is why this academic density is key, but also the diversity of the competences and the access to talents in the region. Innovation parks is also a strong point. You have 7 of them in the Canton de Vaud. One is very close, that's EPFL Innovation Park here, but many others are dedicated to other topics. I take the example of Swiss Aeropole, one of the newest and already full, dedicated to aerospace and drone innovation with many companies like VTOL companies, innovators, transport of goods or passengers using big drones, or analytics of images by drones or satellite are hosted there. Scale Up Vaud is also a good sign of the activity here. We launched this community 6 years ago to put together the different scale-ups. We have 43 of them this year. It has grown by 11, so really very dynamic. Together, these scale-ups have created over 6,000 jobs in the world. 800 in Switzerland alone have been created last year. And together, they raised a lot of capital, almost 900 million last year, did 3 IPOs and even 1 exit that's been quite successful by the acquirer investing even more in the area. So you see here the current 43 scale-ups, and you may recognize some of the names or logos. And for many of them, machine learning is a technology brick that's essential to the development of the company. And even for some of them, it's the central part. I take the example of Unit 8, who has here a booth and is very active. Because it's also about successes and putting the spotlight on entrepreneurs, I'm really happy today to give the word to one very promising startup called biped.ai. And I welcome here Arthur to present in 5 minutes what biped.ai is doing. And as of me, I just have to invite you to connect to us. We are 3 from the Innovo team present today to discuss, or if you are interested, to go on our website and different channels to learn more about this region and why it's one of the best places to set up a startup and to grow innovation. Thank you very much.